Properties of a vector space. A vector space is defined as a non-empty set V of objects called vectors, which are defined by two operations, addition and multiplication by scalars, or real numbers. The following 10 axioms must hold for the vectors u, v, and w in the set V and for the scalars c and d. 1. The vectors u plus v is in the set V. 2. The sum of the vectors u plus v is equal to the sum of the vectors v plus u. 3. The sum of the vectors u plus v plus the vector w equals the vector u plus the sum of the vectors v plus w. 4. The vector u plus the 0 vector equals the vector u. 5. The vector u plus negative u yields the 0 vector. 6. The scalar c multiplied by the vector u is in V. 7. The scalar c times the sum of the vectors u plus v equals c times u plus c times v. 8. The sum of the scalars c plus d times the vector u equals c times u plus d times u. 9. The scalar c times d times the vector u equals the scalar c times d times u. 10. The scalar 1 times the vector u equals the vector u. Properties of a subspace. A subspace of a vector space V is a subset H of V. 1. The 0 vector is in H. 2. The sum of the vectors u and v is also in H. 3. The product of the scalar c and the vector u is in H. Vector spaces have many real-world applications, namely where vectors are usually functions of some value. We usually think of vectors as arrows, but they are actually abstract mathematical objects with particular properties. In the study of signals, periodic functions are decomposed into a linear combination of basis functions. This is called the Fourier series. Fourier analysis, the study of the Fourier series, is a common technique used in engineering. The vector space for Fourier analysis is the Hilbert space. The Hilbert space is an infinitely dimensional Euclidean space, which is the set of points that satisfies relationships. For example, a point in the three-dimensional Euclidean space, or the XYZ plane, is determined by 3 coordinates. Fourier analysis allows for the digital filtering of signals such as radar and radio.